Hi, if you're a real estate agent and you are thinking of buying a gimbal for your real estate videos, here are the 4 best sellers on the market. We've tried them all in situation and we're going to give you their strengths and weaknesses. So let's get started with the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. It's very compact, so you can easily put this in your bag. Then we can appreciate the build quality of this gimbal. And what you're going to see now, when you open it, basically, compared to all the other gimbal, this one is quite special. The structure is different and it's perfect if you want to use a wide angle. So for example, if you have an iPhone 11 with a wide angle, it will be perfect because you're not going to see the motors. So now about the disadvantage about this gimbal. So the first time you're going to use this gimbal, you will have to install the DJI Mobile app. You have to register and you have to log in. And secondly, what I found out is the movement. In fact, because of this structure is good for the wide angle, but on the opposite, the movement are limited. So now we have the Zhiyn Smooth 4. We've been using this one for a while. The main advantage of this gimbal is that it can carry big phones. And what I like as well is with this one, you have a very long tripod. It's very helpful for you shooting to do high movements. And yeah, it's a very strong one. It's very helpful when you're going to shoot. About the disadvantage of these gimbals, it's very heavy. The handle is quite big as well. And when you are shooting, basically this button, if you are not connected to the app, you won't be able to move the phone before recording a shot. Be careful with this gimbal because with the long shooting, it can become unpleasant because it's very heavy. So now let's talk about the Feiyutech Vimble 2S. So one of the advantages of this gimbal is that when you do the setup, you don't have any screw there, which is make it easy to balance your phone like this. Because if you compare with any other gimbal, here you will have this screw that you will use to open and close. And secondly, of course, a big advantage of it is going to be the long extension of the gimbal up to 20 centimeters, which is very helpful when you're going to record because you can start high and go low, which is very helpful for your shootings because you have a lot of flexibility in your shots. So what can I say about the disadvantage of this gimbal? The quality is not that good and the payload is going to be low, so you won't be able to use big phones on it. So now let's go with the Hohem iSteady Mobile Plus. One of the first advantage of it is the grip. The feeling of the grip is quite good. Then what you will notice, you have some accessory mounts here and there, which is good if you want to add an external light or microphone. And this one is quite powerful for big loads, so it's very good for big phones. So but the weaknesses of this one, the quality is not that good and it looks cheaply built. And from the reviews, it doesn't look very reliable. So if I had to choose one of them for the next shooting, I will use the Feiyutech Vimble 2 because of course of the long extension that's helping a lot and giving you more flexibility for your shots, and because it's very easy to use and very easy to set up.